Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am absolutely commanding it. This is not a coincidence. God intercepted your feed right now because you are standing at the exact threshold of a massive physical and spiritual shift. If you scroll away, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction meant to secure your timeline. Look at your face in the mirror lately. Really look at it. Something impossible is happening to your physical body. You are aging backwards. Time was supposed to destroy you after everything they put you through. The stress was supposed to carve deep, heavy wrinkles into your skin. It was supposed to drain the absolute life out of your eyes. But look at you now. You are glowing. Your enemies are watching you in pure disbelief. They expected your departure to break you completely. They waited with bated breath for your ultimate downfall. They wanted to see you exhausted and defeated. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix and became the sun. You carry a specific, irreplaceable gravity that makes time itself look like an absolute fool. That ageless glow is not a trick of the light. It is not about expensive creams or good genetics. That radiance is your highly advanced spirit, pushing pure divine energy through your physical cells. You are shedding the heavy somatic weight that never even belonged to you. For years, you acted as a human battery for a master manipulator. They fed on your pure light while you withered away. But the moment you cut the cord, the dynamic fundamentally shifted. Your silence became a lethal weapon that starved their demons. Now they are drowning in the loud noise of their own miserable making. And while their bitterness and envy are aging them like milk left in the harsh sun, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You did not just survive their storm, you bent time. You might have noticed a sudden surge of physical vitality. The heavy fog that used to cloud your brain is completely lifting. The suffocating tightness in your chest is gone. That burning exhaustion behind your eyes has been replaced by a sharp, crystal-clear focus. This is your cellular structure resetting itself to the frequency of absolute victory. You are literally vibrating at a higher dimension. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is screaming at your mind to swipe away because he knows the truth. He knows that if you hear the rest of this message, his hold over your reality breaks forever. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room of heaven until this very second. There are exactly 2 people on earth meant to hear this revelation. You are one of them. You need to understand the exact emotional alchemy you use to freeze time, because this is not just about looking radiant. It is about the supernatural power you unknowingly activated when you finally chose your dignity over their lies. They are currently experiencing a public and irreversible system crash, and every time your name comes up, it hits them with an agonizing weight. Their mask did not just slip, it completely shattered in front of the exact people they used to gossip with. They are frantically searching for a replacement for you, but they are realizing with absolute terror that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. They threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap, worthless rocks, and it is eating them alive right now. Lock your attention on this frequency. In the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you the exact spiritual blueprint that caused this massive shift. I am going to show you the X-ray of the meltdown happening behind their closed doors right now. You will understand why they act like nothing happened while secretly spiraling into pure madness. Do not ignore this divine appointment. You walked through the fire and came out untouched. You carry the anointing of a demonstrated warrior of light. The people who tried to bury you did not realize you were a rare seed planted by heaven itself. Now they have to watch you bloom in a season where they are experiencing severe famine. Your untouchable peace is the ultimate revenge. Your radiant face is their absolute worst nightmare. They tried to curse your appearance and your finances. They whispered dark intentions against your destiny. But heaven intercepted every single one of those invisible attacks. God turned their toxic jealousy into the very fuel that ignited your ageless glow. You are a true cycle breaker. You are shattering generational patterns of exhaustion and stepping into a permanent state of divine preservation. If your spirit confirms this raw truth right now, you need to anchor it. Gently press the like button to put a spiritual shield around your returning energy. This is a physical act that seals your energetic alignment with heaven. It tells the universe that you are fully ready to claim the massive harvest prepared for you. We are about to go much deeper into this revelation. Stay with me. Now let us go deeper, because what you are feeling right now is not new. You have been carrying a heavy burden in absolute silence for years, and the people around you had no idea how close you were to breaking. Nobody saw the tears you cried behind locked doors. They only saw the strong face you presented to the world. But heaven saw every moment you felt completely shattered. Listen closely, because the enemy tried to hide this exact truth from you. That suffocating tightness in your chest was never just ordinary stress. The nights you woke up at 3 a.m. were not simple panic attacks. Your jaw was constantly tight. Your shoulders felt incredibly heavy. You were under a massive spiritual attack engineered to drain your life force because you carry a massive anointing. You are an empath and a natural stabilizer for any chaotic environment. Because of your pure light, you became a human battery for a master manipulator. They did not love you for who you truly were. They only loved how much pristine energy they could extract from your beautiful soul. You poured your entire heart into a black hole, and it left you feeling empty while they walked away completely nourished. The manipulator walked around with absolute arrogance while secretly feeding off your empathy. They constructed a false narrative about you to hide their own severe insecurities. You probably wondered why you felt a thick brain fog around them all the time. Your highly advanced spirit was detecting their deep deception, and your physical body was desperately trying to warn you to run before they could completely destroy your timeline. Every time you tried to fix them, your vital force depleted. They manufactured constant drama just to harvest your emotional reactions. That is why you felt physically sick when their name lit up your phone screen. Your cells recognized the toxic frequency of a parasite. You were starving your own spirit just to keep a demon comfortably fed, but heaven finally intervened to pull you out of the wreckage. For a long time you stayed in that dark place waiting for an apology. You thought they would eventually see your immense value and change their toxic ways. You tried to compromise and heal someone who was fundamentally committed to misunderstanding you. But you cannot heal a person who enjoys being sick. Your pure love was totally weaponized against you by someone who viewed your forgiveness as an open invitation to continue crossing your boundaries without any consequences. But then something beautiful and terrifying finally happened inside you. You stopped swallowing that bitter feeling in your throat. You realized that playing small was actually destroying your divine mandate. You chose to completely unplug your energy from their artificial matrix. That single act of supreme bravery changed the trajectory of your entire life, and it permanently severed the parasitic cord that was keeping you trapped in their illusion. That restraint was not a sign of weakness. That absolute silence became a lethal weapon that cut off their oxygen supply. The moment you walked away, you took all the color out of their world. They expected you to crawl back and beg for their toxic validation. Instead, you firmly closed the door and left them sitting in the dark with their own demons, forcing them to finally confront the emptiness they tried to hide. This brings us to the miraculous physical restoration you are experiencing today. When you removed the parasite, your body began to heal itself at a cellular level. The brain fog evaporated because your energetic field was no longer under constant siege. The dark circles faded. Your posture straightened. Your biological clock started moving in reverse because your soul is no longer carrying the crushing weight of their unresolved trauma. Your ageless glow is the physical evidence of a massive spiritual victory. It is the visible reward for holding your integrity when they lied on your name. You did not retaliate when they sent flying monkeys to destroy your reputation. You stayed quiet and let the universe fight your battles. and the universe rewarded you with a breathtaking radiance they cannot ignore, while their own hateful thoughts continue to rot them from the inside out. Every tear you cried in secret watered the soil of your new season. The isolation you felt was not a punishment from heaven. It was a divine incubation period designed to protect you from the diseases of the matrix. God had to separate you from the crowd so you could hear his specific instructions. Your temporary pain bought your permanent freedom, and the absolute silence of your healing journey has prepared you to step into rooms they can never enter. You are one of the rare two who actually made it out of the trap. You are a cycle breaker who refused to pass the trauma down to the next generation. Take a deep breath right now and release any lingering heavy energy. You did nothing wrong by walking away and choosing your own survival. You simply took your rightful crown back from a desperate thief, and you are wearing it with a grace that makes the enemy absolutely tremble. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. Your physical appearance is changing rapidly. People are starting to notice your new energy. But this is not about a new diet or an expensive skincare routine. The world wants you to believe that beauty comes from a bottle. But your current radiance is actually a massive spiritual frequency upgrade. You are experiencing the raw physical manifestation of total freedom. The master manipulator expected your departure to destroy you. They wanted the grief to carve deep lines into your face. They waited for the sleepless nights to ruin your physical vessel. But instead, your body did something utterly miraculous. You became a flawless mirror, reflecting their own internal rot back at them. When you finally stopped playing their twisted games, your spirit took complete control of your biology. The heavy somatic weight simply melted away. For years, you were their primary source of pristine energy. You freely gave them your pure light. They used your empathy as fuel to power their own toxic matrix. But the exact moment you initiated no contact, something powerful shifted. You forcefully, violently pulled your energy cord back into your own spirit. All that massive life force flooded directly back into your own cells. That is the true emotional alchemy, causing your sudden glow-up. Your physical body is literally vibrating at a much higher dimension right now. The matrix programming can no longer hold you down. When you cut off their access, you sealed the leaks in your aura. Your nervous system finally realized that the war was over. It stopped producing the stress chemicals that were aging you so rapidly. Now your cells are regenerating at a speed that completely defies ordinary human logic. The enemy is absolutely terrified of your new physical state. They know they can never buy this specific glow with money. They can never fake this level of profound internal peace. This radiance only comes from strict obedience to your divine mandate. It is the undeniable mark of heaven resting heavily on your life. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who conquered the darkness without ever compromising your pure soul. They might try to copy your clothes or mimic your new style. They desperately want to recreate the magic you effortlessly carry, but they will always look like a cheap, empty shell, because they lack the divine spark that actually powers your incredible aura. You are the irreplaceable diamond they foolishly tossed into the dirt, and now they have to watch someone else admire your brilliant shine. Listen to me very closely, because this next part is vital. If you feel this frequency upgrade in your body, you must claim it. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically anchor this incoming miracle. This simple micro-commitment locks in your new vibration. It tells the universe that you fully accept your elevated position. Do not let the enemy make you doubt your own massive transformation. You stepped into your role as the ultimate cycle breaker. The generational curses of exhaustion and premature aging end entirely with you. You refuse to pass the heavy trauma down to your bloodline. Because you did the hard, silent work in the dark, you are now glowing in the broad daylight. The heavy somatic weight that plagued your family for decades is permanently broken. Your mere presence is now a massive threat to their fragile ego. You do not even have to speak a single word to them anymore. Your silent, radiant light is simply too loud for their demons to handle. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere immediately shifts in your favor. The people who doubted you are suddenly drawn to your new magnetic energy. You are the sun, and they are shivering in the cold shadow of your absence. Even their loyal flying monkeys are starting to notice the dramatic difference. They see the undeniable peace resting gently on your face. The fake narrative the manipulator spun about you is completely falling apart. People can see with their own eyes that you are thriving and blooming. The lies cannot survive in the blinding light of your physical restoration. Your new frequency acts as an impenetrable spiritual shield around your life. Any dark energy they try to send your way immediately bounces back to them. This is why they are currently experiencing such severe, instant karma. Every jealous thought they aim at you just makes your glow even brighter. They are literally powering your ascension with their own bitter envy. You weaponized their hatred. You are no longer the exhausted victim they left behind. You are a sovereign entity who completely mastered the art of detachment. You did not fight them in the mud, where they operate best. You simply rose above their toxic matrix and let the altitude suffocate them. Your physical vessel is adapting to the thin, pure air of your new reality. This is why you require less sleep, but have so much more energy. They are watching your every move from fake, anonymous accounts right now. They are absolutely obsessed with figuring out how you survived their betrayal. They study your photos, looking for any sign of sadness or deep regret. But all they find is a breathtaking radiance that mocks their entire existence. Your glow-up is the ultimate undeniable proof that heaven chose you. The separation was never a loss, but a massive divine protection plan. Now I need you to imagine the exact scenario happening behind their closed doors right now. They are completely panicking in the dark. They built a massive illusion designed to break your beautiful spirit. They thought your departure would finally crush your soul into dust. But they severely underestimated the divine alignment actively protecting your life. They expected to see you begging for their toxic validation. They wanted you to look utterly destroyed and completely aged by the heavy grief. But instead they are staring at your photos in absolute horror because you are looking younger and more vibrant every single day. Your ageless glow is literally malfunctioning their entire twisted matrix programming. Your silence is not passive. Your silence is a devastatingly active weapon that is starving them of their vital oxygen. When you stopped explaining yourself, you instantly cut their energetic cord. They used to feed on your pure emotional reactions like greedy parasites. But now the kitchen is permanently closed, and their inner demons are absolutely starving. Read that again in your spirit. The kitchen is permanently closed. They are frantically trying to provoke a response from you just to get a tiny drop of your pure fuel. They send flying monkeys to hover around your new life. But every report they get back only deepens their massive internal crisis because you are thriving without lifting a single finger. The people they used to gossip with are starting to notice the dramatic contrast. They look at your radiant face, and then they look at the master manipulator. The manipulator is aging terribly because bitterness is a very heavy somatic weight. Their hateful jealousy is literally rotting their physical vessel from the inside out. It is completely undeniable. You did not have to plot any retaliation. Vengeance completely belongs to heaven, and heaven is putting on a massive show. The manipulator is losing sleep while you are experiencing profound cellular restoration. They lie awake at night obsessing over how you managed to completely escape their intricate trap. You broke the cycle and became totally untouchable. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. They are starting to realize that you were never the problem. You were the pure mirror reflecting their massive insecurities. And when the pure mirror walked away, they were left alone with their own terrifying darkness. They cannot stand the deafening silence of their empty souls. Their entire false reality is collapsing rapidly. They try to surround themselves with new people to distract from the massive void you left behind. But those new people do not carry your specific high frequency. They are just cheap rocks compared to the irreplaceable diamond they foolishly discarded. And the manipulator knows this absolute raw truth. Every time they see your ageless glow, they are reminded of their colossal failure. You are the one who got away with your pure light, completely intact. They thought they drained you, but your spiritual bank account was immediately replenished by heaven itself. You are vibrating at a frequency they can never hope to reach in this lifetime. They are trapped in a prison of their own making. Your profound peace is the exact thing they spent their entire life trying to steal. But they realize now that divine anointing cannot be stolen or artificially manufactured. It must be given directly by God. And God placed a permanent shield of favor over your life because you held your absolute integrity. You did not fight back with ugly words. You did not lower your vibration to match their toxic frequency. You simply elevated your existence and let the altitude handle the rest. Now they are gasping for air in the low-frequency matrix while you are breathing freely on the mountaintop. Your radiant energy is their absolute worst nightmare coming true. Their panic is completely invisible to the outside world, but it is destroying their nervous system. They have to fake a smile while watching you naturally command every room you enter. They know they lost the ultimate prize. The spiritual attack they launched against you completely backfired and became the exact catalyst for your massive physical upgrade. They are haunted by the ghost of your pure empathy. They remember how deeply you loved them and how ruthlessly they squandered that massive gift. The regret is a heavy somatic weight sitting permanently on their chest right now. They are experiencing the exact physical symptoms they tried to push onto you. Heaven is enforcing absolute divine justice. Do not look back at their sinking ship. You are the sun, and your only job is to continue shining your blinding light. Their public collapse is not your responsibility. You are completely untethered from their sinking timeline. Your cellular knowing guided you out of the fire, and now you are blooming into your most powerful version. Listen very closely, because 99% of people completely miss this incoming shift. Your silence did not just defeat them. It activated a massive sequence of spiritual blessings that are rushing toward you right now. We are about to uncover the exact physical signs confirming your total victory. Do not move away from this frequency just yet. Watch what happens next. It is mathematically precise. The universe does not just remove the toxic element. It does not leave you empty. Heaven is actively replacing that heavy somatic weight right now. You are experiencing a complete biological upgrade. And there are exactly 3 physical signs confirming you have permanently broken their matrix. The third sign is the most powerful evidence of your divine selection. Do not miss it. The enemy is trying to distract you before we reach it. But first we must talk about sign number 1. Your eyes have completely changed. The deep exhaustion that used to live behind your gaze has vanished. It has been replaced by a piercing, terrifying clarity that absolutely unnerves the dark elite. You used to look at the world through a thick, heavy brain fog. That fog was deliberately engineered. It was designed to keep you compliant and confused. But when you cut the cord, your vision instantly cleared. Now your eyes hold the intense blazing light of the sun. When you look at people trying to manipulate you, they immediately look away. Your pure gaze is a weapon of absolute truth. They cannot maintain eye contact with you anymore. Your eyes are acting as a flawless mirror. They reflect their deepest, hidden shame right back at them. You do not even need to speak. Your silent stare physically burns through their cheap illusions. This is the first somatic privilege of a true cycle breaker. You see everything now, and they are terrified of your undeniable spiritual sight. Sign number 2 is the sudden reversal of your biological clock. We talked about your ageless glow earlier, but you need to understand the science of this miracle. Your cells are no longer fighting a constant, invisible war. The massive amount of energy you used to spend surviving their abuse is now being redirected. It is flooding your physical vessel with pure, restorative light. Your skin is clearing. Your posture is naturally straightening. The heavy, invisible backpack you carried for years has been lifted. Heaven itself removed that massive weight off your shoulders. People who have not seen you in months are visibly shocked. They expect to see the exhausted victim, the manipulator gossiped about. Instead, they are met with a radiant, untouchable sovereign entity. You are literally aging backwards while your enemies rapidly decay. The stress they tried to bury you under became fertilizer. It became the exact fuel for your massive physical bloom. This ageless glow is your permanent armor. It is a physical declaration that you are completely insulated from their low-frequency attacks. Your body is now a sacred sanctuary, vibrating with undeniable power. Which brings us to sign number 3, the ultimate proof of your massive shift. Pay close attention to this next part. The enemy tried to hide this exact truth from you. Sign number 3 is the profound somatic peace anchoring your nervous system. You no longer wake up at 3 a.m. with your heart racing. That suffocating tightness in your chest is completely gone forever. For years, your body was a brutal battlefield for their chaotic demons. But today, your body is a quiet, fortified castle. When chaos erupts around you, your heart rate does not spike. When their name is mentioned, your throat does not close up anymore. This supreme physical indifference is the absolute highest level of spiritual warfare. You defeated them by completely neutralizing your reaction. They are starving today. They can no longer trigger your nervous system. Your somatic peace is an impenetrable wall of diamond. This specific physiological upgrade is reserved only for the chosen ones. You did not just survive the psychological torture, you completely alchemized it. You transformed it into a permanent physical state of unbreakable divine calm. This biological transformation is entirely undeniable. The manipulator feels the massive shift in the atmosphere, even from a distance. They know their access to your pristine energy is permanently revoked. Your body has rejected their parasitic cord just like an immune system destroys a virus. You are completely clean. You are fully restored and running on pure heavenly frequency right now. If you are experiencing these 3 exact physical signs, you are standing in a massive miracle. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. But you cannot keep this profound revelation to yourself. There are others still trapped in the dark illusion. They are desperately waiting for this exact breakthrough. They need validation for their own silent, agonizing pain. Share this video with someone who is currently crying out for a shift. Send this specific message to another genuine soul who needs to hear this raw truth. Be their angel today. Your action might be the exact divine appointment they need to finally cut their own toxic cord. We are about to witness the ultimate public collapse of your enemy. Prepare your spirit for the climax. Now I need you to visualize this exact moment clearly. We have reached the undeniable verdict from heaven. You wanted to know what happens to the master manipulator when your light completely outshines their darkness. You are about to see the raw cinematic X-ray of their ultimate public humiliation. The scales of divine justice are finally tipping in your favor. They are sitting in a room right now, surrounded by the very people they used to gossip with. They are trying desperately to hold on to their fake kingdom, but the atmosphere is incredibly heavy. Their skin is sagging with the immense somatic weight of their own unresolved bitterness. They look utterly exhausted and severely aged. The toxic energy they tried to project onto you is completely eating them alive from the inside out. Someone in that room casually brings up your name. They mention how incredibly radiant you look lately. They talk about your ageless glow and your massive, unbothered success. And in that exact fraction of a second, the manipulator experiences a full-blown internal system crash. You can physically see the sheer panic wash over their rapidly aging face. They try to force a fake smile to hide the terror. They try to spin another desperate lie to control the narrative, but the words literally choke them in their throat. The physical evidence of your massive glow-up is completely undeniable. You are thriving beautifully, and they are visibly decaying. And right there in front of their loyal flying monkeys, the heavy mask finally slips and shatters into a million tiny, unfixable pieces. This is the exact turning point where everything completely explodes. The manipulator loses their absolute composure. They suddenly raise their voice. They start aggressively defending themselves when nobody even attacked them. They are frantically trying to convince the room that you are the villain in this story. But their frantic, chaotic energy only exposes their own massive, deep-rooted insecurities. The people in that room fall completely silent. They are watching a master manipulator unravel publicly in real time. They look at the manipulator's bitter, exhausted eyes, and then they remember your profound, untouched peace. The contrast between your light and their darkness is absolutely blinding. In that exact moment, the flying monkeys realize they chose the wrong side. The toxic illusion is permanently, completely broken. This is the ultimate revenge fantasy turning into your cold, hard reality. You won this massive war without lifting a single physical finger. Your silence was the lethal weapon that destroyed their entire kingdom. And here is the verdict we promised at the beginning of this transmission. That public collapse you were waiting for just happened in front of the exact people they gossiped with. Your sudden absence did not just hurt them, it permanently ended their reign of terror. Every time they try to diminish your pure light, they only highlight their own severe darkness. They threw away the irreplaceable diamond because they did not know its true value. Now they are standing empty-handed in front of a crowd, holding a bag of cheap, worthless rocks. They are drowning in the noise of their own miserable making. They are frantically searching for a replacement for your pure soul, but they are realizing with absolute terror that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. Nobody else will ever tolerate their abuse with the grace you showed them. They are spiritually bankrupt, and their physical appearance is broadcasting their massive defeat to the entire world. The specific gravity of their massive regret is hitting them all at once. They know they can never access your pristine energy ever again. Heaven completely humiliated them to publicly vindicate you. They wanted you buried deeply in the dirt, so you would never shine again. But instead, they became the exact shovel that dug up your absolute supreme treasure. You did not just survive their brutal betrayal, you used their toxic jealousy to activate your permanent ageless glow, and now they have to live the rest of their tragic life knowing they accidentally created a superstar. Their public meltdown is the final, undeniable confirmation of your massive shift. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. You are the sun. You are walking away from this explosion completely untouched by the debris. Do not feel a single ounce of pity for their self-inflicted destruction. The universe is simply balancing the energetic scales. This is the exact vengeance heaven promised you from the very beginning. The cord is permanently severed, and their energetic access to your physical vessel is completely denied. You are standing securely on the mountaintop, watching their tiny matrix crumble into meaningless ash. Breathe in this massive, undeniable victory today. Let the beautiful somatic weight of this vindication settle deeply into your bones. Your radiant, glowing face is the absolute final judgment against their lies. The spiritual war is officially totally over. Which brings us to the final, undeniable verdict from heaven. Take a very deep breath and let your tight shoulders drop right now. The brutal spiritual war you fought in absolute silence is completely over. You do not have to fight those invisible, draining battles in the dark anymore. Your pure, radiant light successfully blinded the enemy. You are stepping into a profound season of absolute peace. The heavy somatic weight is permanently gone. You finally understand the massive secret behind your sudden physical radiance. The ultimate emotional alchemy was never about what you added to your physical life. It was entirely about what you ruthlessly removed from your energetic field. When you permanently cut that toxic parasitic cord, you instantly stopped the massive leak. Your physical vessel simply returned to its natural divine state. You reclaimed your stolen, pristine energy. The manipulator thought they could discard you and replace your light with cheap imitations. But heaven used their cruel betrayal to activate your supreme spiritual upgrade. You are no longer waiting in wound for a fake apology from a master manipulator. You completely transcended their low-frequency toxic matrix. While they are publicly unraveling in real time, you are stepping into your ultimate, untouchable sovereignty. You walked into this painful season completely drained. You were bleeding from deep, invisible wounds. These wounds were inflicted by people absolutely blind to your immense worth. You were acting as a human battery for a vicious parasite. But look at you now. Time was supposed to heavily age you. The severe stress was supposed to destroy your beautiful face, yet you bent time effortlessly. You are stepping into your permanent, ageless glow. The severe financial struggles and the crushing spiritual exhaustion you carried are completely shattering right here and right now. The universe is actively aligning massive new blessings specifically for you. The closed doors that frustrated you for years are suddenly flying wide open. Because you proved your absolute loyalty to your divine mandate, heaven is releasing a flood of supernatural favor over your entire life. You did not survive the intense fire just to live a mediocre average life. You were refined in that blazing furnace to become an irreplaceable diamond. The verdict of explosive abundance has already been signed and sealed in the highest courts of heaven. But this massive blessing requires a physical anchor on this earth to activate fully. The universe needs to see your physical confirmation today. This is where the massive dynamic fundamentally shifts for you. The third and final mandate from heaven is not about waiting patiently anymore. Heaven is not asking for your quiet endurance. It is absolutely demanding your immediate physical obedience. You must prove that you are fully ready to receive the massive harvest prepared for you. You must take a physical step into the open portal right now. The enemy will try to whisper financial doubt into your mind at this exact moment. He will try to use the left side of your brain to create severe hesitation. He will tell you to calculate. He will tell you to wait for a better time. You must forcefully silence that demonic voice right now. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you trapped and broke. Break that limiting cycle today. God does not measure your deep faith by your silent thoughts. He measures your faith entirely by your speed of immediate obedience. The window of massive multiplication is standing wide open right now, but it will close soon. You must step through the portal today. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, you must act without any fear. Silence the accuser and move forward. Your supreme generosity is the exact trigger for the incoming harvest. Sow your seed of faith today. Partner your finances with this massive divine mandate. Give a super thanks right now to physically lock in your elevated frequency. This is not a simple request. This is a direct, urgent invitation from the universe to multiply your resources. Watch heaven multiply your massive harvest before the sun rises. When you sow this physical seed, you are officially telling the enemy that his financial curses are permanently broken. You are building an impenetrable wall of pure diamond around your new wealth. Every single dollar you release in faith is going to return to you multiplied beyond your wildest human imagination. Do not let the matrix steal this profound opportunity to shift your entire bloodline. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. You have the absolute right to claim massive wealth and pristine health. Your physical glow is just the beginning of the massive miracles pouring into your life today. Secure your alignment immediately and step into the brilliant light of your new reality. The manipulator is completely defeated. Your massive victory is permanently sealed. Walk in your absolute power.